Hey YouTube, welcome back. It's your girl Rare Reed here with a quick day download. We get messages and sometimes we wish we would have said them, and we heard somebody else say them, and it's kind of like you can be a willing vessel, but you also have to be action orientated to really reserve your place in the kingdom, in the body. And so with that being said, as I was sitting here, I was studying, well, not really studying, I was reading the Psalms. And I came across a name that, sometimes you can't pronounce. So I looked up the pronunciation, and it was Melchizedek. And, a lot of us always have an issue pronouncing that name. At least I do. And I, of course, reading the Bible years and years in my early 20s and stuff like that, in 30s, I haven't really read it like that in a while. So I went to, study again his importance and his role. And, his role was really he accepted a tithe from Abraham. And that's how Abraham really got the blessing of the Most High God. It doesn't just say God. In this particular message about this person, he was a priest, a royal priest of the Most High God, is specified. And so with that, so I'm sitting here thinking, getting ready for you all, and then the Spirit just said, I said, what's the message for YouTube today? And the Spirit said, tell them that Jesus is for freedom, but the Most High God is for your authority. Did y'all hear what I said? Jesus said, I came to bring you peace. And that's the last thing he said. I leave with you my peace. And when you look up the definition of peace, peace means freedom. So Jesus came to give you freedom. But the Most High God is the only one who can give you the authority. So with that being said, we're going to hop on into a quick little message. I don't know where this is going, but when I say I heard it clear as day, and here I am right as soon as I got through hearing it, logging on doing it. But before I start, let me say this. It is all following the will of God. It is always my intention to lead and guide you to your higher self. Therefore, I am showing up. Therefore, I am always in the right place at the right time, showing up to give you value so you can prosper even as your soul prospers. I say it different ways every day because I need to go ahead and write it down and keep reading it. But I guess we're going to use these synchronicity cards. I go to little confirmation because that's what I got my hands on first. And it was calling me before I even got on her, so I'm pretty sure. Yeah. We got river and we got persistence. Get in the flow of God. Be persistent to remain in the flow of God. At the end of the day, the water, the ocean, that's who run this earth. Can't nobody survive a flood without proper equipment or provision. So the flow of God is the authority in your life. Remember, he tried to give them water, but you can't make them drink. And Jesus said, I got a living water that you will never thirst again. So as you go through Christ for your freedom, not letting anybody tell you how to think, then you become, the word that came to my mind was magnet, a magnet for God's authority. 1:17 on the clock as I said that. Okay, so the first card we have out is attraction. Y'all seen it? Attraction. You will become a magnet for God's authority, his royal priesthood, his use, because he can trust you. And it was 144 when I said that, or 144 now. Anywho, 244, something like that. I'm just seeing these numbers pop up as I'm doing this message. And then we have Father on the bottom of the deck. I mean, it don't get no more plainer than that. And I used to, when I was watching it, I was getting my, I'm not a person who lacks courage, but you know, it's different realms. I was here before the internet. So I don't lack courage at all, trust me. But you get tired of fighting the same fight. And once you can see the fight online, next door, a mile, 2 miles away. You got eagle vision. And so I didn't want to get into the fight on the internet that I was seeing happen. But I'm not giving any energy to that, because you have to just take up your space. And those who resonate, those who you are positioned to cover, oh, you and your team, you and your troop is gonna be all right. So all you got to do is worry about who God got you covering, who He got you leading, because you know some of us are just natural born leaders. So let's see. Attraction, feeling pulled toward a person or calling. Chemistry, temptation, and that's what you got to know. The attraction, it can be all this good things, but we know that the enemy came to steal, kill, and destroy. And how do they do that? Just by studying you. So they find out what you like, what you're attracted to, and then they show up in that persona. They show up in that facade. They show up in that mask. They show up in that costume. So you got to be careful about people who have learned how to fake their whole personality. You got to be careful. Trust me. I done had a war with them for a whole lot of years. And before I even sat down to start studying my Psalms this morning, all this is going together, because I was just thinking about things. And I'm like, why would that even come across my mind? And, you know, the Spirit was just telling me, you know, how, you know, they say everybody got to play a fool. And, you know, you go through these things. And God was just telling me, He was all like, you were never the dump. Like, you were never going to be the one trick pony. You was never going to be that. Just like they'll study you, God will have you studying the enemy. God will use you to study the enemy. And when He wants you to rise up and take that royal priesthood, that authority that only the Most High God, Father, can anoint you with, touch not my anointed and do my prophet no harm. When He rises you up to that position, all of them will fall like dominoes. So it's kind of like God was just showing me how He just will take you along and let this person betray you. Let this person talk about you. Let this person manipulate you. You ain't getting none of them back. You ain't fighting them, because you passed that realm. You passed that level. And everybody just, that's what the word He said. He said you wasn't no lick. Because you know how people think you a lick, they can get over on you. Let me read Father real quick. They think they can get over on you, and that's what God was saying. You was never the lick. I was letting them touch you. So when I got my lick back through you being obedient, through you tapping into your spiritual calling, through you rising up and taking your rightful position in the kingdom, through your authority, I'm going to get my lick back for everybody. Because you wasn't the only person they touched. You know, God got sheep. And somebody got to tend to the sheep, the shepherd. So all of His that's been mistreated, He going to get His lick back through what they did to you. Okay, let's go. The Father is the King of conception and fertility. He is the protector and guardian of life. What did I just say? The Most High God, the Father. Attraction, but watch out for temptation. What else do we have on this message? I'm so excited because yesterday, you know, The enemy was really trying to get me down because, you know, I done started it. You know, everybody know once I start something, my mind made up, baby. Ain't no turning back. So, like I said, I want to be one of the fastest growing YouTube channels in my genre. Teacher. This is what we want to be. If you connecting with me, then you're called. You are the called. Provision has been made. Don't be afraid. Don't be frightened. Don't let them talk you out of things don't let the world trick you out of walking into who you are. Don't let them trick you out your wisdom. Y'all, I'm just going to keep on going with this message for you. And we're going to get where we supposed to be just like that. We quantum leaping around here. What God says, I'll give you a zealousness. I will give you a zealous spirit. Meaning your spirit will be taking leaps and bounds. One leap for somebody else might be a step or two, but your leaps will be 100 steps or two. Don't let go of the promises of God. If you don't listen to nothing else I'm saying on this video, don't let go of the vision that God has already shown you and promised you. Just like you knew what they was going to do that was against you, God has shown you what he's going to do for you. So hold on to that vision. Stop concentrating. That's all they can do. They want you to lose focus and concentrate on what they doing. Because where your concentration goes, that's where your creativity goes. You'll start creating chaos in your own life. And that's what the enemy wants. To steal your thoughts, kill your imagination. And once that's killed, you have destroyed yourself. Don't give him that type of power or authority. Or them, they, her, whoever it is. Let's go. Teacher. Okay. Gifts to share with the world. Helping others to learn and stepping into your own power as a guide. When I told y'all, I be just knowing I ain't read. I'm just, you know, we get proud of ourselves when we sitting here doing this. We really get, at least I do. I be proud of myself. I be proud of myself because the Father tell me every day, obedience is better than sacrifice. So when you practice obedience, you can't do nothing but be proud. Let's see what wisdom says. The wise owl sees clarity in darkness. Find guidance by staying calm and focused amidst the unknown. Don't be afraid to tap into your spirituality. You know, a lot of us have been controlled by religion, by the different churches and denominations we have congregated with. And you know, one thing in the Bible that the church says that I do agree with, forsake not the fellowship. Forsake not the fellowship. But what we're doing now is fellowship. This is fellowship. When you allow your being to receive this message in spirit and in truth, this is fellowship. They want to block your wisdom. They want to block your wisdom. See, they want to put you in a box. But see how the box is sitting on top of what the planet would looks like Saturn? Or, yeah, I don't know what that is. But anyway, that's the message that's coming through. But you can see in the dark. See, the box is dark, but you the owl with the wisdom who can see in the dark. So you should be able to see exactly what they doing. And you don't have to go along with it because Jesus came to free you from what they were going to do. That's why he says, I leave you my peace. You ain't got to find no husband or no wife or no girlfriend or no boyfriend to have peace. You have peace if you receive the gifts from Christ. from the first teacher. From the first teacher. Home. Home is within. Let me get one more, Holy Spirit. Holy Spirit, let me get one more. Or whatever you would have me to have. If that's it, that's it. If not, one more. That's it. And what we have on the bottom of the deck, silence. That's it. That's it. I'm going to read silence to you, and that's it. Let's go. Quietness, but also the lack of sound due to feeling muzzled or voiceless. We are, just like Jesus came, he gave a voice to the voiceless, a thought to the thoughtless, and a hope to the hopeless. We gonna rise up and stand in our spiritual authority together as a royal priesthood. And we are going to assist you in taking back what the enemy thought he stole.